What's up, Tsla family? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the overall markets. Just know that I'm not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, as far as the market's going, I just want to remind everyone that when we look at the overall catalysts that are coming out, it's not really much coming out for tomorrow, but we do have some big earnings like Coca-Cola and Netflix. Besides that, Tesla has its earnings on Wednesday after market close. So there is still some hype associated with earnings. There are buyers who are still defending. We had a low down here. We came up into a higher low, and Tesla's been bouncing. It did come down to 439 for a temporary dip, only to see a nice bounce after that. So now we're getting bought back up, and we could be looking for a retest of 450. We dipped only to bounce back up, and buyers are defending on the 4 hours. So I do think that Tesla slowly consolidates and slowly pushes for 450 plus from this point on. As long as we don't lose 439 to dip to 435, as long as we don't lose that support, we're going to be favoring upside for 450 plus on Tesla. For SPY, we're looking a little bit more bullish. We are once again approaching these all-time highs. It could go a little bit higher, but I just want to warn you guys to be very careful, because at the all-time high, we got a massive rejection on SPY in the past, and as we approach this resistance, the same thing could happen. So you still want to be very careful. We haven't broken all-time highs. We haven't broken past like 674 plus on SPY yet. We also have not lost any major support. We're kind of stuck here. We pushed to resistance, and since then we've been just consolidating, hurting option premiums. And SPY has been stuck. It's just consolidating for now. So until we break a direction, we have to wait and see. Same thing with the QQQ. We're testing some tough resistance. We have not been able to break past 613 yet, although we came close. We're going to see if the QQQ is about to get a rejection or not. So be very careful. The last time we hit 613, we got a big rejection. This time we're still shuffling up here. On the IWM, we're trying to push closer to 248. If that breaks, we're looking for 250. But then we'll see if we reject off one of those levels. Keep in mind, there is still that gap to fill back down to 244. So this does look more bullish. Could be going a bit higher for 248 than 250. Then we'll see if we reject off any of those levels. For now, there's upside potential. On ES, we came very close to 6780, and then basically 6800 is going to be the next target. We came very close to those levels. We're going to see if we reject or not. If we get a rejection, 6750 is going to be our next support right here, so we'll have to see how it goes. But overall, watch 6780 and 6800 as our resistances, and we'll see if we turn back down to 6750. Be careful on ES, excuse me, as there's some downside risk. On NQ, we have some tough resistance at 25,400. We have to break that to be bullish. If we come short, we're looking for support at 25,180. So keep that in mind if we end up getting like a bit of a turn from there. Bitcoin is going to be testing the White's trend line acting as resistance. We have to break this to continue to push to 114,000. If we don't, we could be turning back down towards the lower levels. On Nvda, we're also forming a nice accumulation. If we could break past 185, we're looking for this push to fill the gap to 188. But if we end up losing 181, we're looking for a dip back down towards 179. As of right now, Nvidia is consolidating around 183. It has not broken our EMAs yet, and if it doesn't, there is that downside risk for 180. On Aapl, we're looking a bit more bullish. 265 could be tested again. We're going to see if we break this. If we don't, we could be coming back down to 260. So hopefully we can break past 265. Look for another retest. For those interested in Palantir, it's still holding up. There is tough resistance right here at 184. We need to break that to continue to run. If we don't, I see a 179 retest. On AMD, we're making higher lows here. As long as we don't lose 231, we're going to likely continue to try to push. Keep in mind, there is a gap to fill back down at 233, so it could be tipping back down here. So be careful in case we get some kind of rejection. On Coinbase, we have resistance right here at 349. If we break this, we're looking for a bigger push. If not, we could be dipping back down to 343. It does look like it might be retesting 343 or below. Amazon's breaking the 215 resistance we called out. It could be going for 218.5 next. Meta is looking like it might be retesting 733. We need to break this. If we do, we're looking for 740 next. There is tough resistance though at 733, so hopefully we try to break this. Google's looking more bullish. As long as we don't end up losing 254, we're going to be favoring 258 and 260s are our targets. And Microsoft has a nice triple bottom. So long as we don't end up losing 514, we're going to be favoring a push for 520. So give this the time it needs. The VIX is also getting a rejection here. It could be dipping a bit more as the market tries to push. For now, the market is looking a little bit more in favor of bulls, but I do want to warn you to be very careful with SPY and the QQQ as we're nearing all-time highs and the resistance is known for being tough. And for Tesla, this is trying to go for 449 to 450. I think 450 is coming next. If that breaks, 455 is next. We dipped a little bit only to bounce, so overall it's holding up very nicely. As long as we don't lose that 439 gap support, we're going to be favoring more upside. 450 is likely coming next or above. All right, thank you all so much for listening. Please enjoy the rest of your guys' days, and peace out.